Sylvia Plath was a very depressed woman her entire life. Her father passed away when she was 8, and after her junior year, she almost successfully killed herself by swallowing sleeping pills. In 1956, she married Ted Hughes, who was also a poet, and their marriage fell apart after the birth of their firstborn. She lived with her 2 kids in London through 1962 to 1963 with no money and was ill with the flu. At the age of 30, February 11th, 1963, Sylvia Plath killed herself with cooking gas. Love letter. Not easy to state the change you made. If I'm alive now, then I was dead. Though like a stone, I'm bothered by it, staying put according to habit. You didn't just toe me an inch, no, nor leave me to set my small, bald eyes skyward again without hope, of course, of impending blueness or stars. That wasn't it. I slept, say, a snake masked among black rocks as a black rock. In the white hiatus of winter, like my neighbors, taking no pleasure in the million perfectly chiseled cheeks alighting each other to melt. My cheeks of basalt, they turned to tears. Angels weeping over dull natures, but didn't convince me. Those tears froze. Each dead head had a visor of ice. And I slept on like a bent finger. The first thing I was sheer air, and the locked drops rising in dew, limpid as spirits. Many stones lay dense and expressionless round about. I didn't know what to make of it. I shone my scald and unfolded to pour myself out like a fluid among bird feet and stems of plants. I wasn't fooled. I knew you at once. Tree and stone glittered without shadows. My finger length grew lucid as glass. I started to bud like a March twig, and an arm and a leg, an arm, a leg. From stone to cold I ascended. Now I resemble a sort of god, floating through the air, and my soul shifted, pure as pain of ice. It's a gift. Looking at this from a psychoanalytical criticism, somebody might wonder why she seems so depressed and needing with a man. They might say it's because her father died at the age of 8. She seems so happy in that she no longer needs to be searching, yet she seems so depressed and like it's a cold, dark love. She says, angels weeping over dull natures. Angels are such a happy thing, and yet they're weeping. She didn't know what to make of it at first, that she had no idea how to handle this new love. It might have been her first. But since it was unfolded and all put out there, she knew that because she met him, it was going to be okay. She started to bud as a new person and slowly grew with him. It was a gift that he had given her to this new life. She softened up and really started to love him. Maybe her depression even went away.